What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I figured why not go ahead and load Spider-Man PS4 back up and go ahead and revisit the Avengers Tower in this game, because now the Avengers game is out. I just thought it was the right thing to do because it was such a big thing in the game and it had one of the best Easter eggs ever. Now if you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button below. It is your good deed of the day. And I guess the most important thing here, right, is considering that nobody, okay, absolutely no one, as of when the Marvel Avengers game has released, of course, September 4th, no one has found the Avengers Tower in that game, which is more of the reason why this just felt so right to do and just really pleasant to just go ahead and see in a video game. Now, I also want you to comment below, is Spider-Man PS4 still in your top 5 games or is it not? Let me know in the comments below. Now, before we get into the Avengers Tower, which you'll see the gameplay in the background, and I won't have any music to this, so you can hear that good old Spider-Man PS4 music and web swinging, but I thought I'd talk about a little bit regarding Spider-Man coming to the Avengers game, how different Spider-Man PS4 feels, and lastly regarding the Avengers Tower in Marvel's Avengers, and where is it and how can you get to it, etc. Now, of course, I had to use the Iron Spider suit whilst I began the journey to the Avengers Tower, as I guess it just would have been considered illegal if I didn't. But jumping into this game, it honestly felt super weird, especially getting to the Avengers Tower, because back when Spider-Man PS4 came out, of course, and we all rushed to this Marvel's Avengers Tower, well, not Marvel's Avengers Tower, it's just the Avengers Tower, right? But back then, of course, Marvel's Avengers, the game, wasn't even called that. It was called the Avengers Project, and we literally at that time had no gameplay. We just had like a small little teaser trailer, which I might even show in the background again just for a flashback, and it basically was one of the worst trailers out there, because although the trailer itself was so cool, of course, it had close to no information, and we was all there just rewatching it over and over again. So that's what's crazy. That was the first thing. So like I said, that was called the Avengers Project, and I mean, things I learned going back into Spider-Man PS4 as a complete different Marvel game and a superhero game, considering we are now in that time. Of course, we got Spider-Man PS5 around the corner, we got, of course, the Gotham Knights game, and then of course we got the other superhero game coming as well. So we got a lot of stuff going on for superhero games, and like I said, going back into Spider-Man PS4, it just felt weird because now we can actually have another superhero game on, you know, the current gen consoles to compare it to, in the sense of, you know, a Marvel video game and so forth. Now, things I learned is that I still suck at web swinging in this game, but I'm glad that the Avengers game is the way it is, because the contrast between these two is huge, but in a good way. Now, as much as I would have loved an open world Avengers game, which I still do, and I still would think you know, would be really cool without a single doubt, I'm loving the way that game plays. Now, as I was web swinging through, as you'll see, Spider-Man just feels so free, and I haven't played this game in a long time, probably since the new Game Plus mode come out for it. That would probably have been the last time when I actually loaded this game up, and then I made a new account and had to re-download, etc. So it's been a long time, but it got me thinking, you know, how will Spider-Man be when he is set to arrive in the Avengers game, which of course is set to be in March, going off the leaks and so forth, and will he actually feel as free with his web swinging as he does in Spider-Man PS4, but also if we will get a bigger map when playing this character. Now, and possibly in daytime, could I add to that as well. Now, this got me thinking, maybe possibly in New York too, we can get another, like, a little expansion when it comes down to this character, because I don't think it will just be Spider-Man being added. I have a feeling that it will feel more like a big expansion rather than just the character. Now, I could be completely wrong, alright, but I just don't feel like they'd add a character like that and absolutely nothing else, and because he's a character that web swings around, I feel like you've got to have the right environment to an extent. Now, lastly, the big question is, where is the Avengers Tower in this Marvel's Avengers game? So, as of now, nobody has seen it. Even if they were able to glitch out of the map, no one has come across this. Now, what's interesting here, okay, is I know people might be thinking, well, have they removed it and so forth, but if we go back to when the beta for the Avengers game was released, which which was last month, when you was able to glitch out of the map, someone was able to go way further than I was, which was in the night time, and they actually discovered the Avengers Tower, and it was there, and it was huge. Okay, so I do strongly believe it will be treated as an outpost in the near future for this game, and hopefully we can explore outside of it as well. But you'll also see in the video, which I'm going to wrap up my rambling here, don't worry, but you can also see the scale difference, right? Like with Spider-Man and the Avengers logo itself on the building, like you can really, I guess, get that gist. Like this building is insanely big compared to Spider-Man, which is another little cool thing. But that's me rambling. Enjoy the rest of the video with the greatest Easter egg on Marvel's Avengers when Spider-Man says maybe they are on the East Coast, and I guess he wasn't wrong. But guys, that's going to wrap up this one here, so enjoy the rest of the gameplay and of course the highlight of finding the Avengers Tower, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.
Attention units, there is a reported narcotics sale in progress. Report came in from Lenox Hill. Attention units, an armed robbery was just reported. Report came in near Gracie Mansion. Over.
Avengers Tower is so cool, but they're never around to use it. I think they're probably somewhere on the West Coast right now. Probably surfing or something.